Here's why I believe that I should be you guys' next first Phorm athlete, and that is because I know my purpose, right? I know my purpose here. I know why I'm here on this earth at this given time, with everything going on. Um, so I have my center, which I call my training center. People call it a gym. To me, it's just my place where I go and where I train, right? And you can train emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually. There's so many um, outlets to it. It's not just all about the physical. It's all about getting better. Right? The name of my training center is called Next Level Fitness and Nutrition, and it's just here just to help people, give back. I'm not making a bunch of money. I don't care about making all the money or whatever. It's nice, right? Like when it does come in and helps you with the bills, but that's not my goal here. My goal here is to help people, help my community, because in the end, if I help make my community better, that gives a better place for my kids to grow up, for me to be just in general, right? Then everybody's helping each other. But yeah, I opened this September 6th, 2018, and it was just me, just by myself, nobody else here. Definitely had a lot of help into getting it to where it is today, but for the most part, it was just grinding, putting in that consistent work and work and work. You guys can see my floor right here. Yeah, it's an original hardwood floor, which took me the longest to get to it. I didn't have it complete when I opened up. I just rushed and rushed and rushed and rushed to get open, and that was a mistake. But at the same time, it was also a very, very big learning curve for me, because people would come in, look at my floor, walk back out the door, right? And I live in a small community. It's like 4,000 people trying to make it in business here. I'm doing all right, but so my floor was a big thing. People walk in, walk out, and I just worked on it every day. Just worked on it. They had carpet, took the carpet off, and like remodeled. Right, this building was like vacant for 20 years. Nobody used it. I wanted to open up my own center, so I ended up choosing this one. Got some help from the landlord. No money down. I borrowed money from just my friends, not even my family, but a lot of my friends, and they helped me get it to like the bare minimum what I needed. And it sucked because I'd get a little bit of money, go spend it down, put it back in, and then I was out of money again, so I didn't know what to do. So then I go ask again, get a little bit of money, bam bam, right? So paint and some little bit of supplies, stuff to like help get the floor better. And I tried so many damn fucking things. A little sander, a little ass fucking sander, doing this whole, it's like about 4,000 square feet, and it's just trying to get it to where it looked presentable. And people would, like I say, people would come in and then they walk back out. And to me, I was like, hey, this is a project. It's not going to happen overnight. But I was happy with that and content with that, because it took a little bit of elbow grease, and that's what I like. That's what I just, things that makes me go. Because anything that's given to you, it's like there's not that sense of that you earned it, right? So I had to earn this, and it's still a process. Definitely not where I want it to be, but it's getting there. This week, actually, I ended up getting a rower and a bike, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Like, that to me is an accomplishment. Most people would see that and be like, oh, well, these other gyms already had that, and you're barely getting it. That's fine with me, right? That's perfectly okay, because I know, again, in the long run, right, it's not about the equipment, but it's how you use the equipment and the knowledge and the experiences that I've accumulated. That to me sets me apart from what these other people are doing. But yeah, business, I don't see myself as a businessman. I do see me just trying to help people, trying to give back to them. For my gym, pretty excited too, because actually I got my friend over here. He was working at another gym, and I got him over here to start doing some stuff over here. But he sells some supplements, Amplified Sports, right? So that was a big win for me to get him over here and do his thing. But yeah, people they come in here and they train for a little bit and then they quit. Some people, when the ones that stick it out, obviously they get results. And I don't know everything, and I just want to give people the tools, just like you guys, give them the tools so they can apply, so they can have a better life, right? That's why I'm here. It's my goal. I do believe in the power of love, right? You can't help somebody without helping yourself, and it's just like you can't hurt somebody without hurting yourself as well. A lot of people try to take advantage, try to get the money, try to undercut, shortcut, whatever people, and it comes back and it ends up biting them. And I'm just here just being as honest and as truthful and as impeccable as I can with my word, right? So this is my gym. like I say, it's come a long way. It looks a lot better now than when we first opened, obviously. And it's just like getting little things that to me make a big difference. Right? There's the bathrooms. Very first thing I needed was bathrooms, and I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do, so I was just hitting up people like, "Hey, do you know how to do a bathroom?" Like, I don't know how to make a bathroom. I didn't even know like we needed a plumber or any of that stuff. And I ended up finding one of my friends, and he was very knowledgeable about building walls, and he dug up the stuff, and he was like, "Hey, you need to get a plumber in here. He needs to look at the pipes." Stuff like that. So they did, and they're all rusted and rotted, and we had to replace that. Again, with no money, trying to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna get this money from. And I don't know how it happened or what, but I made it happen, and it was brought into fruition, right? And it was just not by luck. And a lot of people say, yeah, his gym was given to him, da da da, blah blah blah, whatever. And it wasn't. It was just the work that nobody seen me putting in, the people, the calls I was making, and I know that's like, well, what does that have to do with like an athlete search? And it's like, I work out, yeah, like I train. I was a certified personal trainer through NASM, and I'm not anymore just because I don't really believe in that certification. I believe in some certifications, of course, like, yeah, because that shows that you're experienced and your knowledge, but that one I just kind of let go after I opened my gym, just because it's like, if people want to come train, yeah, I'll train you. You don't need anything special to come train with me. Just be willing to work and being consistent with yourself, right? And that's what it takes. That's what has gotten me to this point. It's just the consistency that I've put in. I definitely feel like my perspectives and my viewpoints are a lot different than most people. Similar to what I would say like your guys' is, but then also different to your guys' too, which is what it's about, right? It's about being able to discuss and sit down and see what's right and compare to like, oh no, you're right, or this person's right. And no, it's about discussing. And that's why I'm here. I want to help give back. I want to help train people. I want to help make people's lives better, right? My life sucks sometimes. Fucking stress gets to me. Sometimes I don't know what to do. And it's taking myself out of my own shoes and looking at it from a different person's perspective and looking at me like, hey, like if this was me, what would I tell somebody else, right? And talking about myself would be like, yeah, well, you should do this. And I don't know why it's so much harder for when it's us individually, right? Like we think we know it all, and then when it comes to us, we seem so helpless. And we have our tools. We all have our tools. We just got to apply them. And that's why I'm here. That's what I want to do, right? Tell people they don't even have to come train here. Maybe it's me losing business, but if I can help them, give them a plan, and they go to the park, they go to their house, as long as they're putting in work and making progress, like why would I stop that? It's gonna only make the community better. They're gonna be happier. Whenever they go out and about, they're gonna see people are gonna see them and be happier. It's a ripple effect. So to me, I could care less if they train here. Like, of course, yeah, I want them to train here. That's gonna help me, right? When in turn, it's like gonna help other people too. But if they don't and they can use any of the tools that I've given them, then that's still a win for me. And I know not a lot of people see it like that. People want to see it like, no, you got to use my product. No, you got to do this. You got to do this, and just to grow their egos and grow their brands and to grow them, right? And me, I just want to help people discover the inner person, the inner beast, that inner monster that everybody has that's just shut down, right? From lack of challenging themselves, from not wanting to put the work in. People don't want to be uncomfortable. They want the comfort. And that's why fucking so many people are obese, right? So many people are obese, heart attacks and strokes. And it's not to say that I won't die of one, because it's like, who knows what the hell will happen, however we'll go out. But how I reckon how people become healthier, better versions of themselves, like that's what it's about. And that's why I named my training center Next Level, because we're always trying to strive for the next level. Always. You get to a certain level, you don't fucking quit. You got to get to that next level, and then you got to get to another one. There's always a way that you can learn. There's always a way that you can grow, and people don't see that. They think they're going to get to this point and that they stop growing. And that's bullshit. You got to always challenge yourself. You got to always get out your comfort zone. And it's easy to be content and comfortable, especially if you're making money that you've never made before. But if you want to grow, if you want to get to the next level, you got to challenge yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, right? You got to be willing to put in work that your former self wouldn't have put in, so you can get better so you can get to the next level. And it's not a fucking elevator. You got to fucking take that bitch step by step. So this is why I truly believe that I am you guys' next first Phorm athlete. You guys can go check out my Instagram. Like I say, maybe some people would call me controversial. That's just my viewpoints. But I mean, it's me and that's my voice. And I've been through fucking depression, anxiety, just certain situations. I've lost a lot of friends to suicide, right? Mental health, that's super big. People don't realize that. And again, just wanting to give back and help people. And I feel good when people come and ask me for help, and when I've given them something and then they use it and they apply it, and then you can see that they're just a different person. So that's why I truly, truly believe it's like I'm not in it for the money. I'm just here to help people. And if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, well, I'm gonna still keep doing my thing. I'm not gonna stop, right? It's just another bump, another obstacle, another adversity, and however you get through that, it's gonna be more and more growth, and that's what we're about.